All right, here we go. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody, and welcome to the guild. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be going over some of the patch notes, some of the nerfs that's going on inside New World, and then after that, we will be hopping inside Eternum. I appreciate all of you guys for jumping in, and I hope to see all of you guys inside the guild. So let's go ahead and see what New World is, what nerfs that they have so far, or what actually just started going on. Number one, I'm not going to go over every single bug and every single thing, just due to the fact that like there is no way I'm going to cover every single bug, but I will cover the most important things that you'll see throughout the open beta. A couple of things too is that you also got to keep in mind that this open beta itself, right, it's not that far away from launch, so maybe, possibly, right, we don't know whether it's a yes or a no yet, but possibly this could actually be some of the stuff that's going to be on launch day. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go over and just highlight some of the certain things, and then after that we'll go ahead and hop inside Eternum together. So let's see, it says world experience. So the expedition, they fix the instances of the boss encounter falling to begin or restart, so that's good. So they actually fix some of the stuff where inside the expeditions, that's actually freaking powerful, because I hated it when you actually ran the dungeon and then there was no way, where there was no mobs. I don't know if you guys ran across this on closed beta, but it happened to us where there's no mobs on the side except the bosses, and you can literally run through that. So it looks like they went and fixed all of those. They went and fixed a bunch of other things inside the other expeditions as well. So for the world itself, it looks like that they smoothed some of the access points, which is really, really good, especially on the starter area and the beaches. I do remember that there was a little bit lag in those areas. So it's good that they were able to fix some of those things, because none of us like it when there's heck of lag inside the game. And they improved some of the lighting. That's good. They fixed for the questing, they fixed the multiple quests across the world. So then you don't get bottlenecked to large amounts of players attempting to do the same object. That's freaking good, causing, they fix the quest across the world and then causing the quest itself to get bottlenecked due to a lot of people. So maybe what they did is they hopefully added a little bit of respawn time. Just remember that Amazon, they're very, very, very vague on what they talk about on this stuff. Okay, so it's very, very little, but we'll just try and interpret it the way that we can best. So hopefully they fix some of the respawn timers for some of the quest stuff, because that would be freaking awesome. I know that was one of my complaints in the review. Let's see, they just updated some of the descriptions, which is good. The fixed players could become locked when interacting with certain lore nodes. All right, that's freaking good, because I never ran across that, but that would be good. Fix instances where AI would spawn limitlessly for certain quests. Okay, good, that's good. So let's see, the tech stuff, I'm not going to cover that. Let's see here, the AI tuning adjustments. All right, general AI, so it increases the scaling from AI above level 50 and above, gradual scaling from 0% up to 25 and level 66. That's good. So pretty much what they're saying here is that when you get to a higher level inside the game, because I actually didn't get to reach end game, but I have read a lot on like Reddit and other notes out there that when you got to the higher levels, it just seemed like the monsters were not even strong enough to even just mess with you. So it's saying that they basically increased the damage for the AIs, or basically just increase the AI in general and increase their overall health. So any mob above level 30, they increased that from 0 up to 15%, which is good. And they did the same thing from 50 and above as well. So it makes it a little bit more difficult, because you don't want to get too you don't want to get like so deep inside the game where it's like it gets way too easy, right? Open world non-boss leads, it looks like they increase some of the health and the damages, which is good. So then it makes it a little bit simpler. I mean, not simpler, but harder for us, because one thing you don't want in an MMORPG is the fact that it gets too easy in the game And so it's good that they're going to be scaling the monsters, so then it makes it challenging and makes it more fun for us to play. They also did increase some of the non-boss open world elites from 12% to 17%. Holy smokes. So up to about 5%. Increases the health of the elites AIs as well. So it just looks like here for the non-boss that they just made it a little bit harder for us to like progress through the map, which is fine because you want it to be a little bit harder for us anyways. And even the open world and the arena bosses as well, it looks like they increase the boss health and the damage, and both of them combined. So it looks like what they're trying to do is just make sure that at later game or in the farther game, it's not that easy for us, just so we don't get bored of the game, right? Expedition increases the damage for the expedition AI by 13%. So it looks like they just increased the whole entire expedition, so the expeditions are tougher, which I can agree, because in Arm and Excavation it like that's pretty easy, not gonna lie. But and they just need to make the mechanics a little bit better in there, so hopefully that's what they did. Let's see. So I definitely don't want to go over the bugs. Players may no longer transfer a boss statue. Yeah, I don't want to go over all the bugs because they pretty much fix all that. All right, here, let's get to the combat. All right, this is going to be good. PvP scaling. PvP scaling has been reduced. The level difference will matter more in your encounters, meaning that it will take more hits for a lower level player to kill a higher level and less hits for the higher level player. Okay. So remember how they did PvP scaling in the open world previously, where basically the higher level people were able to, or the lower level people were able still to compete with the higher level? What they did is they actually made it where the lower levels are not going to be able to basically kill the higher levels, which makes it a little bit tougher, but not, I wouldn't say not be able to win. If you have skill and stuff like that, you can still win the higher levels. They just make it a little bit more difficult, which is good. I like PvP scaling, but it is going to be good that it's going to be a little bit different there. And because sometimes when you are higher level, you just want to be able to knock them out, right? The low levels. That's the reason why you level in general anyways, but that's a good thing. So they just lowered that scale. So then the lower levels, it takes a little longer to kill the higher levels. The higher levels to kill them a little bit quicker. But either way, if you're a skilled lower level player, you can still win, right? Let's see, attributes, threshold, and bonuses. So it reduces the contribution from 250, reduction bonus from 80% to 60. Actually, I don't really know what that is, the threshold bonus for contribution, because I don't really think that a lot of us ran Hecka contribution, to be honest with you. The Warhammer, reduce the Warhammer hardened steel damage, reduce bonus from 20% to 50%. So they kind of nerfed the Warhammer, so that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. And this basically, the contribution constitution, they just lowered that amount as well, just by 20%. That's actually a nerf, man. Even the nerf for the Warhammer, because I freaking like the Warhammer, not gonna lie. That was like one of my favorite weapons. I pretty much ran that weapon the whole time, man. Let's see. So for the swords, bring justice passive will now only remove a single buff. Oh, dude, that's a huge nerf. A single buff now, not all of the debuffs. Dude, that's a big nerf. That's only, you're only removing one now. Dang, man. Fortitude has been replaced with okay, the passive will grant 50% stamina hit. So it looks like they just added a something different. So Fortitude, it's something different. It's called invigorating bulwark now, which is cool because it makes it a little bit more passive, a little bit more things. So what's up, DJ Curry? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Thanks for hopping in, dude. All right, let's see here. So invigorating bulwark is the passive. What it does, it grants you 15% stamina on hit with the shield bash and a shield rush ability. Interesting. So they just changed that whole ability combined. Leaping strike startup frames is going to be reduced. It's going to be reduced from 16 to 14. So it looks like, and the distance is increased for leaping strike from 4 to 6. That's a little bit of a buff, but this right here also hurt it as well. Counterattack has been modified, to a stab and obtains a better bonus. So that's a little bit of a buff as well. It now grants 3% empowered for 5 seconds when blocking an attack and can stack about 15 times. Okay, that's actually a huge buff for counter attack. That's gonna be good. New update, yes sir. So this is actually New World's open beta patch notes that we're going over, so then we could kind of just discuss some of those things, and then after that we're going to be playing the New World open beta. What's up, Kayla? Thanks for dropping in. We're going over some of the patch notes. Let's see here. So life staff, sacred protection passive, changed to grant a 15% increase in incoming healing efficiency to all group members, used to grant additional max HP health. So this actually, the sacred protection is actually nerfed a little bit, so it increased the healing efficiency. Now it's just not now it used to grant additional max HP, so it actually just is it's like an AoE heal now, pretty much. Reduce effectiveness effectiveness of the orb of protection from fortify from 15% to 10%. Holy crap. So that went down 5%, dude. That kind of sucked, not gonna lie, for the healing staff. So they got nerfed. I really think that the only reason why they nerfing the healing staff or the life staffs, probably because they're gonna be coming out with new weapons inside New World that is going to be that's going to correlate to some of healing, probably just a different weapon. So then maybe 2 different weapons that you could play. I don't know, I guess we're just gonna all have to see. The hatchet, so the berserker duration is reduced from 12 seconds and the cooldown has been increased to 18 seconds. I freaking love the hatchet. The hatchet was like one of my freaking favorite weapons, so they definitely nerfed it, dude. They reduced the duration and they increased the seconds, so you're not gonna be able to just keep spamming berserk, not anymore. And the berserking refreshes now, heals 10% every 4 seconds while breaking its active to a max of 30% health, was every 5 seconds for a max of 35 health. So they definitely nerfed the hatchet. That kind of sucks, bro. Kind of sucks. Hey, I appreciate you guys for coming in. Don't forget to hit those likes. I'm pretty sure it helps in the algorithm. I'm not too sure. But either way, right now we're just going over some of the patch notes. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the game and start leveling. So let's see what they did with the Great Axe. The Great Axe, it looks like they reduced the efficiency of gravity well. The unyielding fortify upgrade from 15% to 10%. And what they did was they reduced the axe endurance strike, reduced from 20% to 15%. Second hit reap no longer has a stagger on it either. The Great Axe got nerfed hella bad, bro. Holy smokes. Like 5% each, and then it doesn't cause a stagger anymore. All right, I'm not running Great Axe anymore. Let's see here. Bow, it looks like they reduced the effectiveness of the bow unbreakable force fortify passive from 20% to 10%. Dang, the bow got nerfed too. It's okay though, because we all like the bow, and the bow is freaking sick still. Let's see, chain perks. Reduce the number of times that the chain perks chained to another target from 5 to 3. That got nerfed. And the chain element perk now only triggers off basic attacks light and heavy and have a 2-second cooldown. Dude, a lot of the weapons got nerfed, bro. We're definitely a lot weaker this open beta than we were on the closed beta. I think they really just try and do like a balance though, you know, so not everyone's running the same items, I would say. All right, so the equipment load upgrade, the 20% damage for light equipped load and a 10% damage increase for medium equipment load should also affect the healing output for the character. Healing is reduced by 20% to account for this. We want the best healer to be in light armor. Yo, what's up, Oreo? Yeah, first day streaming on YouTube, and I will continue to stream on YouTube, especially New World. New World's gonna be the game right here on YouTube, and I'll be posting a lot more content for YouTube. There are exciting things to come. If you guys look inside the top left corner, I think I'm pointing to the left corner, but I was announced as an official New World content creator, and dude, that blew my mind away. I'm freaking excited. Thank you, New World, for giving me that opportunity. But let's continue on with this patch notes so then we can figure this out. So the 20% damage increase for light armor equipment load was lower. 20% damage increase for the light equipment load, and a 10% damage increase for a medium. So pretty much what they wanted to do is they just want the best healers to be in light gear, just to make it even, and because that only makes sense. Not gonna lie, you're not gonna have a healer in heavy armor, right? So they're just trying to do a little bit of balancing right there. And then what they did was they also reduced the medium equipment load threshold from 15 to 13, and then the heavy threshold from 30 to 23. So everything I said in my last my open beta, or my last video, it's almost irrelevant because they totally changed it up on us, bro. They totally changed it, bro. That is pretty cool to get a content designation. Yes, dude. I know. I just got that email yesterday, and bro, I was stoked, man. Stoked. So official content creator for New World. I'm freaking hella juiced about that. But yeah, all the equipment stuff I posted yesterday, it's irrelevant, man. They changed it so much. All right, we're gonna be talking about armor now. Normalizing the weight of the protection ratios with each armor class increases the armor provided by chest pieces and reduces the amount provided by helmets. So they increase the amount of armor provided by chest pieces, and then they reduce the amounts for helmets, just to give armor like regular chest plates like a more of a benefit to get, right? I mean, they have that in all MMOs where they have different ratios for the helmet, the gloves. That's pretty good. It's just balancing. That's all it is. And then rarity stuff, because if you think about it, you're always gonna want to get that chest plate, right, instead of a helmet. I mean, personally, I like helmets because they make you look cool, but that's just me. Let's see here. They slightly increase the armor granted by balanced ratio to match the total armor provided in the physical and elemental ratio, and then they reduced the weight of a round and kite shield. So they just reduced the weight of which is good because that's super helpful. Housing trophies reduce the damage because against creature families from 6-8 to 10% to 3. Dang, so that was just a big ass nerf. Yeah, that was just a big ass nerf, and then they just did like a big balancing right there. Clamping of empowered and fortified buffs. Potions will now include a clamping of empowerment, which is nice. Okay, so they buffed it a little bit. Let's see. Elemental damage consumables updated duration from 3 to 30. Wow. So from 30 minutes to 30 seconds. Holy crap. So basically they just duration from 3 minutes to 30 seconds. So the consumable for, wow. So that was a huge nerf. And then they also nerfed the percentages of those consumables for, so consumables like potions and stuff like that. So the special potions for elemental damage, they definitely reduced it. So you're gonna be having to pop these potions like non-stop if you want to keep doing it. And they did that, it looks like, for all the consumables. They pretty much did that for everything. See, creature family absorption, and they just reduced it all. All right, let's see. Siege turrets, they increased the explosion of the cannon, just so then I'm pretty sure that they did that so then they could take out the frontliners and the healing staff. People can't just like keep healing them the whole time, and there is going to be a reason to actually have a siege or be in a siege cannon. Let's see. And then calved repeater max damage fall off at 90 instead of 100. Okay, so they reduced that a little bit as well. They also reduced the time, the repeater damage from 80 to 60 as well. The siege weapon is now being mitigated by armor. Okay, that's good. Increased damage by 20% as well, which is good. At lifestyle buff. Dang, they just nerfed it. It wasn't even a buff, bro. But they're just talking about lifestyle in general. The buff was at 20, but now it's at 5. Dude, they really did. They nerfed a lot of stuff, dude. All the perks too nerfed. Fortified recovery, keen fortified, mortal fortification, all nerfed. 30%, all to 10%. So they reduced all those dramatically. That's good though. Look at this. So they increased though for healing potions. They actually buffed it for us so we could actually have that. But what? So they increased the amount gained, but they decreased the amount gained from the potion based on the percentage of the max health from 15% greater than 7. Okay, so they actually buffed the healing potion. That's important. Endurance potion removed from the alchemy crafting station. Okay, gems. Okay, war small deployment inferno have shared deployment limit of 15 per team in war and invasions. Okay, that's good. And then all these bugs that they fixed. One thing I didn't see here, which I wonder if they fixed. They fixed the jump. Okay, no. They have nothing here that talks about freaking swimming. They need to talk about swimming. They need to tell me whether or not they even added swimming or not. Oh, they did change some of the Azov staff stuff, which is fine. That's good. Crafting, remove some of the specs of the endurance, remove the recipe for the endurance potion because they're not even doing that anymore. They increased the drop rates of the named items for the expedition bosses, which is nice. That's good. Some of the stuff they did increase for some of the rewards, and they did decrease some of the stuff too. For like tier 4 and tier 5, they decreased it a little bit, which is fine. Equipment, visuals, let's see, materials fixed for the war. Interesting. Fixed for various weapons and armor. So they fixed a lot of the icons, which is nice too. And then all these notable bugs. I definitely don't want to go over any of that. And that's it. That's the patch notes. So let's just summarize it just real quick. A lot of the weapons got nerfed, and a lot of your armors got nerfed. So it looks like the reason why they would have done that is just due to, and a lot of the consumables got nerfed besides the healing potion, but everything else got nerfed. That freaking that kind of sucks, man. That kind of sucks, not gonna lie. But it's okay though. It's okay that it got nerfed because this is going to be their opportunity for balancing and trying things out. And I'm just excited to get into the game. If you guys have any questions or you guys want me to cover anything else when it comes to the patch note, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching and welcome to the guild. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, what I'm going to do is right below in the comment or the description section, I'll go ahead and link the forum so then you guys can look at the forum close up and you guys can see what the patch notes are. We'll catch all of you guys inside the new world.